Yo, what's up guys, it's me Fulak here again, and it's going to be the final part in the series from a beginner player to an advanced player. So, if you feel like you're not an intermediate player at this point, then click off this video and go to my previous ones where I have a beginner to advanced beginner, from advanced beginner to intermediate, which now this is intermediate to advanced player. So, if you feel like you're not at the intermediate stage, or if you're not sure, just click on the previous video to see if you can do everything that I have stated in that video. What the series is me recording 240 FPS, so I'm able to keep a good smooth video, slow it down so you guys can see clearly, and also a little virtual keyboard in the corner so that way you can see what I'm pressing, and hopefully that can help you understand what I'm doing slightly better. Now anyways, to get us started, we'll remember where we were left off, which we should by now know: triple edits, a simple sway retake so you guys can start doing retakes eventually, and also little double edit down piece controls. And that's about roughly what we've covered until this point. So there's very core fundamentals in there, but it doesn't expand on anything. So first of all, I would like you guys to try being able to do a quad edit. Like, this is unnecessary and it's never needed in comp. I highly recommend you guys getting used to learning how to quad edit and such. You don't have to do it in a straight line, you don't have to do it multiple times in a row, especially if you're not using confirm edit and release. If you are using confirm edit and release, I'd like you to try being able to do multiple. I'm unable to now. I'll insert a clip when I was able to use confirm edit and release and what they should look like. Now if you're using confirm edit and release, I don't expect you to edit as like that. However, if you can try get to that, and you can use that as reference for how much quad edit or how fast quad edit should be. And if you're not using confirm edit and release, you don't have to go that far. You should be fine going to the extent of doing triple edits mostly, and maybe adding in 1 or 2 quad edits like so, like this, full box, whatever, building. Okay, so get used to at least being able to try attempt quad edits and at least complete 1 quad edit. So for quad edit, all you have to do is start off with a floor cone, edit your tiles like this, then place a floor cone above and do a double edit on this, place a wall and do your third edit, make it just like a triple edit. So it's the same as a triple edit, add the cone, then just do a triple edit, then do the same over again. Now what I want you guys to start trying is being able to do side jumps and stuff, and doing little side jump retakes and stuff, or whatever. Right? I'll show you different kinds of side jump. This style of a side jump, very simple. You jump out to the side and just place a floor. Get used to that, just get used to being able to do a side jump. Okay? Once you're used to that, what I want you guys to start doing is doing a side jump and placing a floor cone, a floor stair. This is very hard and very difficult at the start. I recommend looking into getting double movement. Just quick search Wuching double movement on YouTube, and there should be plenty of videos explaining how to get that. Now if you can, try to link up these side jumps so that way you get multiple side jumps in a row like so. And what these side jumps can do, they can be like finishes or just like extend or change up your high ground retake. Example of it being used in a sway retake is like so, and then a side jump like this. And then you could do a 180 around and build up for height. Now the next version of a side jump is being more protected, editing this floor here after this double edit and placing a wall, jumping up and floor stair. And you can do this like so. And you can do this over and over again like so. Alright, you get the point on that. Now my favorite one, personally, instead of editing here and placing the wall, just so much more simpler, but also could be difficult in some other aspects, but doing this side jump and looking back and building a wall here. Basically, once you do the side jump, you want to look behind and place a wall here, and then you want to, after you place this wall here, you want to look back and place a floor stair, and you want to land above the stair. Then after you've landed above the stair, you want to look back 180 degrees, place a wall here, and then place 2 ramps up and a cone above that ramp there. So I'll show it in fast motion. And you also want to add this wall in if you want extra piece control, because what the enemy player would be is probably right around here. So if they run up into this box, you can full piece that, and if they don't, you don't get blocked off, and you have control of that. You can flip the ramp and shoot at them or so. I'll build a little viewing platform from down here, but here's a ramp, here's the cone, so you can see this is about where I would be at this point, and look how fast I go up in a short amount of time, and then at this point I'm all the way up here. So within like a short time span, I've started from there. I've gone up 1, 2, 3 builds. Should be about the basics of side jumps and such. Side jumping is very useful to combine with the sway retakes. In this series and this guide, my only retakes I'll be showing is really just sway retakes, which is all I really use, and then doing a side jump at the end or something, such as that. That's an example of basically what I would use in game. Not flashy, nothing crazy. Still a bit flashy to some of those other players, but nothing crazy, and should be pretty simple to pull off in game. Highly recommend practicing those. Now, what separates the above average players and average players from the good players is people actually being able to top. Yeah, there's average players that can top, but like at this point you need to know how to top. So I'll show you all the different kinds of tops. This is a simple one. You just build a box, then edit out, build another box, edit out, build another box. Right, so I'll show you guys it slowly. You build a box, right? After you have a box, edit through like this. 2 floors, walls all around. Edit out, 2 floors, walls all around. Edit out, floors, walls all around. Next one after this is doing 2 floors and then a wall on the left, letting go of click, and then a wall on the right. So if you look in the virtual keyboard, I do push shift because I have a broken mouse at this current time and moment, and my middle mouse button doesn't always press, so sometimes I end up accidentally placing a wall. I'm trying it with my middle mouse button. I don't seem to be having any issues right now. Now the next thing is doing a snake top or a diagonal top, whatever you guys want to call it. We top diagonally like this. This is what it looks like split down. So what you do for this is you just want to have a box. After you have this box, when you edit out, you're going to place 2 floors like so, then place a wall, and then you can either pick to go left or right. If you go right, then you'll turn all the way around like so, and you'll place 2 floors like this, and you place a wall in front of you, and then you pick either to go left or right. Normally if you've gone right, then you have to go left, and then you keep doing this over and over again. So I'll show you one more time. Edit out the wall, place 2 floors, place a wall in front of you, and then place a wall in the direction you do not want to go. So I'll place on the left this time, and then this time I'll go look to my right and place 2 floors below and above, place a wall in front, place a wall to my right, because last time I went to my left. So you have to do the opposite of what you did, and then you rinse and repeat. Another top is the stair top, which is like this. What you do, you place a floor, place a wall, and at the same time you basically place a ramp, just slightly after you place the wall. You can do this with a cone as well. So what this looks like, you place a floor cone, edit the cone, and then place a wall on your left. Now the next one is a solo stair top. All you have to do is place a floor stair, and you do it diagonally. So if I were to go in this direction, normally you would place floors like this, but also while placing the floors, you place a stair above you, and you do that over and over again. So if I were to go diagonally stair top, solo, stair top, whatever, I place a floor and a stair. Walk to this tile, look 90 degrees to a different direction, and place a floor and a stair, and so on, so on. You can do it whilst turbo building or without turbo building, up to you. Next one is being able to do edit down tarps. You can do it simple ones like this, where you can do double edit downs like this, or you can do it with walls. It's completely up to what you feel confident in. Doing edit downs are pretty hard, or what you can do, you can use the new sliding mechanic and just rotate your ramps like this, which is probably the best for this moment. Then another top is this, the stair topping up. Very good for going up layers and stuff, and very protected as well. To do this, you need to have a double ramp started. So there are ways you can start double ramps. For now, we will just start a double ramp by having a floor here. So you have a double ramp and you're just double ramping. And whilst double ramping, you want to place walls to your left and right. So what looks like ramp, ramp, wall, let go, click, wall. And do that again. Ramp, wall, wall. And those are about most of the tarps you can do. Master these and you should be pretty well versed in tarping. Now, to start a double ramp, the Thwifo Cones, which looks like this, and little, I don't know what this is called, but you kind of just like a stair, I don't know, a double ramp 90, I don't know how to explain it. Well, I'll show you the Thwifo Cone. You just have to put your ramp here, place a wall. It could be to your right or left. I'll show you left. This is the way I go. And all you have to do is just place 4 walls like so, and then a cone above, and you can start double ramping. Okay, another one. This is more modern, where you do the same as the Thwifo Cone, but instead of placing a cone, you just look forwards. And you can place a ramp above, or you can place a wall and a ramp, and then edit through, and then you have a double ramp going. So I'll show you it again, like that. Now before I leave you, this is pretty much all you need to know to be an advanced player and be well versed at the game. But the problem is you guys don't know what things you should learn, and what you can learn. And that's the whole point of this, was to give a path and an understanding of roughly what you should be learning to become a better player and to get good at the game. First things first, what you can do is run a piece control map where you piece control everything. But before you do that, I'm just going to explain a few things. For example, if you see ramps and stuff, if you see ramps and someone's on this ramp, just try to cone the ramp off. Okay, there's a basic explanation. You'll become more confident in these things, and it'll become second nature when you see a ramp and understand that there's a player on it. You just want to cone off the ramp. Like if you're behind the ramp and you suddenly see the player there, cone it. If you're in front of the ramp and you see the player, cone it. Just piece control this kind of stuff. Then what you can do, you might become more confident and place walls around, and if you're even more confident, you'll see our ramp here, you place a wall and then place walls around like so. That way the player doesn't place their own wall on you and you're unable to edit through and piece control them. But if you see kids below, you can do double edits downs like this and use the double edit downs I have taught and such. Let's say you're down below and they're hitting your cone from above, you can double edit, you can place a wall here, and now you can go for piece control. If you feel more confident, you can just reset and just place cones and shoot them like so. Or if you're not as confident, like you don't have a health advantage or so, you can just go here, place a ramp, cone, jump up, reset, and then go for the finishing piece control. Then another edit is if they're in the right corner and you have a ramp on them, edit like this. It's just a much better angle for you. For them, they can't see anything, like look at that. But for you, you can see so much more. You can shoot them in the body. If you want, you can pull out a bit more, but then they might be able to see, but it's still hard for them to see you from that angle. Especially if they're more in the middle. If they're more on the right, then it just becomes more of a 50-50. But you can see their head and they won't be able to see your head. So that's a bonus. If they're in this little left corner, I like to do this little edit here. Remember it. And you can just shoot them, and then if they run back here, you can reset and shoot them as well. A little steering trick. A few other things, if kids are on your walls, you can do this edit. You can do like right angle edits. Always try to go for right angle edits, and you can go for piece control outside the box. Ramp means ramp means like if they're on the floor and they're on your wall. Ramp just means if they're on the back half of the wall, all you have to do is place a ramp. They can't shoot you now, and then you just go for piece control. If they're too close, you don't want to place a ramp because it makes it easier for them to get in, so you just want to edit window, go for cones and stuff. You know, O'Reilly likes to do a lot of window piece control and stuff. And it's just a lot of stuff you find from watching players and playing more. But for example, if someone's on your wall here, you can do kind of like little edit down like this or so. And these are things you can practice. One thing I highly recommend you learning though, before we head off and finish this video, is if your wall's getting aggressed, edit your cone like so, as we learned in the beginners video. And you want to edit out this left side. And after editing out this left side, you can either place a ramp and a cone, or you can place a wall and a cone, or a wall and a stair. And after that, you can piece control everything and go for piece control on this player and shoot them, or if you're weak, you can just do this, build another box, or disengage back to here, And if they're starting to break the cone, you can run up here. You have a right angle and stuff. It's really good. So all you have to do, have this box, edit this, edit out the side, and now you could reset here and then quickly box up, or you can go up above and go for piece control on them and such. It's a pretty good edit, and I like to use it. Now what should you do after this video though, okay? There's obviously more room for you to improve. These are just to get your core mechanics and core understanding of the game to a really high level and being able to get clips and so on. Now, what you want to do, you just want to first of all watch other clips, montages and stuff of good players and see how they go for clips, like what edits they do and stuff, and what is good for clips and stuff. Second is to watch pros and stuff and how they fight, to know what kind of edits, how they piece control and stuff. So watching and VODing is really good, and learning from stuff. Of course, fighting other opponents, 1v1s and everything like that is also very good and important as well. And also just constantly practicing and trying to think about how you can speed up everything. So speed up your double edit, speed up whatever the heck you're trying to do, you know what I mean? Even try run peppers, like Booger was at one point editing with peppers and stuff. So there's always something you can improve on, and always just keep watching, keep up to date, and understand what people are currently using and what works, what doesn't work, and so on. And if you die, figure out what you could have done better. Now, I'll give you guys some maps you guys can work on to keep on top of your piece control, your editing, your building and such. Where building, you just go into a free build map, but if you're trying to practice piece control, this is the Raiders piece control map, highly recommend. The Raider edit map, this one here, edit practice map. These are two maps you guys should be using after this video if you want to continue to improve, get a good understanding of piece control in this, and here you can speed up your edit speeds if you're struggling on editing and stuff. So the map code for the piece control map is, as shown on the screen, 199704424892, and the map code for this is 159339863647. These are the two practice maps you guys should be using after this video, and run a creative map where you can just run free builds and stuff. Also try to go run some 1v1s, realistics, open box fights is what I recommend. Build fights if you have to, I don't recommend them as much, as well as box fights, I don't recommend them as much. Stick to real 1v1 realistics and 1v1 open box fights, those are pretty good for improving. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If anything comes up with sliding mechanics, then I will definitely post a video that you guys can check out. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share my series to anyone who needs help with their gameplay and who are struggling in this game. And that's about it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.